There's a new display at the Hockey Hall of Fame these days, and it isn't an exhibit focused on the distant past as so many of the great displays in that fine building are. In fact, it features hockey's newest and brightest star, Bobby Orr. The new display will be open to the public this week as the Canadian National Exhibition opens. And of course, as most people know, the Hockey Hall of Fame building is located right on the CNE grounds near downtown Toronto. The curator of the Hockey Hall of Fame is a fellow by the name of Lefty Reed. He's a jack of all trades. He's also the secretary of the institution, a chief projectionist for the films that are shown there, and he's also the person who acquires most of the memorabilia that's on display. He's also overseen the remodeling and the updating of the Hall of Fame building on the exhibition grounds, and that has been considerable over the past year. The new Orr exhibition includes many of the trophies that Bobby has won throughout his hockey life, including the Robert F. Kennedy Award for 1970's Outstanding Athlete in the United States, and also a cup given to Bobby by the Massachusetts Governor John Volpe. There's also a plaque donated by the mayor of Parry Sound, which of course is Bobby's hometown, and they had a day for Bobby this past summer, as of course you've heard on this podcast. Another interesting aspect of the display is a complete photographic history of Bobby's life, which even includes a great shot of a 6-year-old Bobby smiling into the lens of a camera. Another feature of the recent renovations to the hall is how the exhibitions are now arranged. In the past, they were all in rows or on a wall, much like the shelves of a grocery store. If one wanted to stop and examine the pieces more closely, that usually caused a huge traffic jam on the floor on busy days, and during the Canadian National Exhibition, that's every day. Now the exhibits have been moved away from the walls and arranged a little more sort of randomly, and this has freed up the walls for more photographs, which are one of the more popular features of the hall, and allowed floor traffic to move much more freely. Another Hall of Fame improvement this year is that the biographies of the honored members have been updated, and the displays have been printed with larger type, making them a lot easier for patrons to read. Also this year, more films will be shown in the hall's second floor theater. And to appeal to folks other than hockey fans, a lot of these films will cover other sports and other historical subjects, although they'll try and have a hockey tie-in as much as they can. Lefty Reed also says that much more audio-visual content will be introduced at the hall in the future. I visited the hall every summer when my parents made the 90-minute drive from where we lived to the Canadian National Exhibition, and my dad would always take some time to get me in there. And one of my favorite features of those visits was the players who were represented all the NHL teams were at the hall, and you could actually get to talk to the players, ask them questions, and sign an autograph. I'll never forget Frank Mahovlich, Larry Hillman, and Yvonne Cornway signing the signing papers for me when I went into the CNE. Well, this year, that's returning again, and even players from Vancouver and Buffalo will be available at the hall to chat with fans and sign autographs. And of course, what was great about this is that it was free. Yes, for the first time ever, though, the Hockey Hall of Fame, which admission price is absolutely zero, is going to try and raise some money. They've established a souvenir stand in the Hockey Hall of Fame to try and help defray the costs of the hall's operation. Again, this is something that's needed because the Hockey Hall of Fame admission price in 1970 is free, and we've got to keep something like this going, especially in a building, in an environment like the CNE.